Yeah, hi, good afternoon, everyone. Please, can someone confirm that they can hear me? Hi, please, can someone confirm that they can hear me?
Yes, loud
Yeah.
and clear. Yes, we
Okay.
can hear you, ma'am.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you. Welcome, everyone. Welcome, Ekabo. How did they say welcome in Igbo? In Hausa, what is welcome? I don't know. Whatever welcome is in your language, it's so good to have you here. Thank you so much for joining the call this afternoon. Like I said, we're going to start exactly 4 o'clock and it is 4, so we won't be waiting for the rest. The first thing I want to do is, before I even start anything, let me give you guys a bit of introduction about myself and how I came about this LinkedIn Boost program. Like, why should I even join the LinkedIn Boost program? Is it even important? So yeah, in case you're just meeting me for the first time, in case you just saw the flyer somewhere, let me give you a bit about myself. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So about the trainer, Perpetua Badijo, which is me, is a first-class graduate of accounting from University of Benin. She's a chartered accountant and a member of the Chartered Taxation Institute. She started her journey as a LinkedIn coach in 2023 because of her passion to see people get their dream jobs through the LinkedIn platform. So far, she has trained over 500 people on how to gain visibility on LinkedIn, with amazing reviews from over 80% of the participants. Okay, so this is just something that people would say about me. But then beyond that, I just wanted to give you guys like a bit on how I even started this whole LinkedIn journey. So just like I wrote here, I finished school with a first class in 2019. And then, finishing school with a first class, everybody expect that immediately you're done with school, you get a job. Now, when I say getting a job, there's some people that are employed, but they are not really employed because you might have a job, but you're not well paid. By the time you remove your salary by the time you remove your transport fare from your salary, there's barely anything left. So when I mean by people expect you to get a job, I mean get a good job. So for me, I finished school in 2019, and then I remember when I was in final year, there's this, what's the right word now? There's this tension. Everybody wants to get a job. We're all on the lookout for jobs. I remember one of my friends then telling me that, oh, Perpetual, are you on LinkedIn? Go and open an account on LinkedIn. There are a lot of jobs there. And that was all he said. So me too, I just went ahead, opened an account on LinkedIn, and I tell you, I kid you not, for like 3 years of being on LinkedIn, I never got a single job offer. It got to a point where if I go on LinkedIn and I see people coming to share testimonial of how they got a job, someone came to their DM, to me, it feels like, people can lie. There's some set of people that feel like people lie a lot on LinkedIn. I understand. Me too, I've been there before. I was like, which kind of lie is this on? Which job? Me that I've been here for 3 years, I even have a first class. Nobody's coming to me. Nobody's telling me to come and take this job. So at some point, I started to feel like, is it really, or is there a problem with me? Or are people really lying about this LinkedIn platform? So yeah, I was like that for a while. I was on LinkedIn for like 3 years plus with a first class, just there, no job offer, until one day I had a session with my mentor, and then he opened my eyes to a lot of stuff. Just like a lot of us on this call, opening an account on LinkedIn is just one part of the puzzle. It's not going to get you any job. That is just one of the plenty things that you need to do to make the most out of the LinkedIn platform. So yeah, I started my journey officially in March 2023. I started becoming visible, being intentional about my LinkedIn. And then voila, it seems like there was a cloth that was covering my eyes before. And suddenly somebody yanked up that cloth and be like, so you are here, do this girl. Come and take this job. Are you interested in working here? And I started getting multiple offers. Aside from getting multiple offers, I started getting invites to speak in events. Aside from that, I was able to sell courses, and I've been training people on how to make the most out of LinkedIn. So for me, this is personal, right? Because I understand the pain of going to school, investing in yourself, spending so much money, and then at the end of the day, you are not able to get a good job. So this is really, really personal for me. So I mean, please mute your mic. Please mute your mic. Oh, God of mercy. Hey, God. I mean, this is really personal for me. And the reason I'm telling you guys up front is that during the call, you would understand from how I am talking that this is very, very personal for me. Okay, so yeah, before I go into the tutorial, I'll be asking a couple of us what our expectations are from the tutorial. Please mute your mic when you are joining. Oh, God, I beg. Hey, God. Okay. So I'll be calling people randomly, or I don't know how we should do it. Should I tell people to raise up their hands and then tell me their expectations from this session? Or should I call people randomly? Let me think. Mini, mani, mo. Which one should I do? Okay, so let me just call people randomly because I know you guys. If I say raise up your hand now, nobody will raise their hands. So I will just call randomly. If I call your name, please unmute your mic and tell us your expectations from this session. Okay? All right. So the first person that I would call is let me see. I don't even know. Dolapo Alade. Hi, Dolapo. Good afternoon. What are your expectations from this session? Please unmute your mic and say something. Dolapo Alade, please. I know you can hear me. Don't hear me. Dolapo, please. Oh. Dolapo Alade.
Hello, good afternoon.
Hi, good afternoon, Dolapo.
Nice to have you guys here, and thank you for setting up this kind of platform.
You're welcome.
Actually, joining here, I hope to be more visible on LinkedIn, get offers, and also get the most out of LinkedIn because I see people coming with testimonies, some people job offers, some people even more what they know and all. I'm really impressed when I see such, and I hope that after this session I'll be able to replicate such too.
Okay, all right. So thank you so much, Dolapo. I think the key things that I picked from what Dolapo said is she wants to gain visibility on LinkedIn and she wants to be able to get job offers. Okay, let me call one more person, maybe two more, and then we'll go right into it. Benga Yodele, please, can you unmute your mic and then tell us your expectations from this session? Benga Ayodele. If you're trying to talk, Benga, we can't hear you. Benga Ayodele, please, oh, we are waiting. We don't have the whole day. Okay, so let me not dwell on that person too much. Let me move on to somebody else that will answer, please. You guys, don't stress me. Okay, Joseph Sholoton. Yeah, Joseph Sholoton. What are your expectations from this training?
Okay, hi guys, hi everyone.
Hello.
So I believe that I'll be able to learn some visibility or how to really be visible on LinkedIn,
Okay.
and then how to properly manage your LinkedIn page, and put out relevant content and all. Those are the things I'm really looking forward to.
Okay, so a quick recap. You want to gain visibility, and do you also want to get job offers?
Okay, so I don't know if there are a lot of people that not everybody is really big on job offers, but
Yeah.
I'm big on the visibility aspect, really.
Okay, so for you just want to gain visibility. All
Yeah,
right.
I'm big on the visibility aspect.
And then create content, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay,
Yes,
all right.
exactly.
Thank you. Just wanted to be sure. So let me call one more person and then we can go right into the tutorial. Now, I don't even know who to call because if I'll call you, no answer. It's not good. Change. Okay. Unwo Galachidima. Please unmute your mic and tell us your expectations from this session.
Hello, good afternoon.
Hi,
Can you
good
hear me?
afternoon. Yeah, loud and clear.
Okay. My expectation for this class is to gain more online presence on LinkedIn.
Okay.
Also to be able to consistently put out content, relevant content, and also hopefully get remote jobs on LinkedIn as well.
Get remote jobs. Okay, that's fantastic. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I feel like most of us have like similar expectations from this class. So let me show you what the expectations, what I penned down for you that you would gain from joining this training. Okay, so the expectations, what I expect that you would gain from this training is, first of all, you would learn how to stand out with your profile on LinkedIn. Number 2, you will learn how to attract recruiters to your profile. Number 3, you will learn how to structure your profile to be search engine optimized. Number 4, you know how to create the perfect impression. And then lastly, you know how to get a job on LinkedIn with zero stress. So let's get right into it. So the first thing I want to say is that, let me mute this person. So the first thing I want to say is that we all have something in common, which is we are all trying to get to become visible on LinkedIn, and then we're trying to get job offers. Let me start by saying that there are 2 ways to get job offers in 2024. You know, before now, if you want to get a job in Nigeria, just go to school, get a certificate, look for one of your uncle or aunties that is working in one big oil company or maybe public service, give them your CV, whether the CV is good or not, they will do connection for you and then you get the job. Now, the funny thing is that a couple of us are still stuck in that old ways. You don't know that they've left you behind. In today's world, if you want to get a job, even your uncles in big companies are also struggling. It's not magic. It's not by, you know, sometimes when I have relatives that just finished school and then they are sending their CVs to me and expect me to do magic, it's kind of somehow to me because, come on, I don't own the company. And even if I have some kind of interest in the company, they will still want to go through the normal recruitment process. So yeah, if you're on this call, deny, please, you can't record. So if you're on this call and then you are thinking that once you're done with school, you just need to package your certificate and give to one of your uncles and then you get a job. Well, maybe if you have one of those very strong uncles and aunties, that might be possible, but let's be realistic. That thing is dead and gone. In today's world, for you to get a job in 2024, there are 2 ways for you to get a job, right? Is either you get a job by attracting the job or by applying. When I say attracting means you sit on your own. Now, this is the strategy that I teach. This is the strategy that I use, right? Attracting means you optimize your LinkedIn, you put out content daily, and then you attract recruiters to your page. They see you, they see the value that you have, and then they come to your DM to say, Madam, we have a job in this company. Are you interested in working for us? Right? That's the first approach, which is what I preach. And then the second one is by applying, which is the frustrating route that a lot of us go through. I mean, I've been there before. And that is why you see a lot of young graduates, they are angry, they are frustrated. Because imagine me sending 1,000 applications out every day and then I'm getting called, I'll go for the interview sometime, I realize that the job is not even in line with my career goal. It's just a lot of stress, right? The application route is where you are applying with like 1,000 other people. And then it's a matter of whether or not you get called. When you even get called, sometimes you get called, you've even forgotten that you applied to the company, you go for the interview, you mess up. Like, it's a lot of stress. Right. And that is why I'm encouraging us that please, if you are still stuck on the application mode, like applying, please start attracting jobs. What I was doing for like 3 years after school was I was applying. Now I kept chasing until I sat down and I built this whole approach, this whole strategies of attracting recruiters on LinkedIn. That is what I do now. Now, if I need a job, I know what to do. I don't have to go and meet any company and start sending CVs and start doing all those plenty things, right? Yeah. So now that is out of the way, I said that there are 2 ways for you to get a job. Is either you apply for that job or you attract, right? The attracting channel, there are some things that you need to have for you to be able to attract anybody to your profile. It's not magic. When some of us come online and we share our testimonies of, oh, I have less than 5 years experience, people are chasing me with managerial job, which is, I mean, come on, you need to have like 10 years experience to get like offers for managerial role. But yeah, I have 5 years experience and then people are chasing me for managerial roles. You would think we are lying. Do you understand? Or you think it's magic. It's not magic. There are things that you need to have in place. And you not be asking yourself that, is it not still the same LinkedIn that the both of us are in? Me, I have 8 years experience. How come nobody's coming to offer me finance manager, account manager or something? Do you understand? So yeah, for you to be able to attract people to your profile, for you to be able to attract recruiters, there are 3 key things that you need to have. So let me go to the next slide and then, okay. So what I wrote here is, first of all, LinkedIn optimization is just one part of the puzzle. I'll come back to that. Let me go to this one. So I said for you to attract recruiters to your profile, there are 3 key things that you need to have, right? And I will break it down. The first thing you need to have is skill identification and owning. Now, a lot of us are complaining that there is no job in Nigeria. But the reality is some of us are not even employable. I'm not even going to lie. I'm going to be very, very honest. Some of us are not employable. I remember like some few months back, earlier this year, I was trying to recruit for the role of an accountant for a client. And then I was amazed by what I saw. young graduates, people that have years of experience, you ask them simple questions and they cannot answer. And it is these same people that will go ahead and be saying that there's no job in Nigeria. You know, when you finish school, nobody will give you a job. It is a lie. Sometimes you are not employable. You don't have the right skills. Tell yourself the truth. You are a graduate. You cannot use Microsoft Office. Are you joking at all? And you want to get a job? Really? So sometimes the problem is it all. So let me not deviate too much. The first thing you need to have is you need to first of all identify your skills and own that skills. Now, identifying your skills is you sitting down and asking yourself that. For instance, some of us, let's say, let me use accounting because I'm an accountant, right? So it is you saying that I finished school as an accountant, but there are different aspects to accounting. There's financial report, there's taxation, there is audit, there is risk. Which of this particular part of accounting do I want to focus on? That's the first thing that you need to first of all sit down and ask yourself. There are different things in accounting. Which of them do I want to focus on? Because you cannot be a jack of all trade and a master of none. No, you need to pick one particular skills. You know, the problem with the questions that I get asked a lot during my training is that, Perpetua, I have a lot of skills. I am good in risk assessment. I am good in internal audit. I am good in this. Which one should I focus on? Me, I cannot answer that question for you. Although I have a questionnaire that can help you, but then that is outside the purview of this particular training. You need to actually sit down and have that conversation with yourself and say, which of the skills do I want to pursue? Now, let me just add this. When you're trying to pick a particular skill, know that you don't have to restrict yourself to to the BSc that you have. You know, most of us, jam happened to us. Some of us, you have passion for accounting, but then you went to school and then for some reasons you were given admission in insurance. And then deep down, you know that you don't really want to pursue a career path in insurance. Come on, it's not too late to make a move. Go and write that. Take whatever professional course you need to take and then pursue that particular skill that you like. So first of all, you need to identify your skill and then you need to perfect it. This is where a lot of us get it wrong. You have a skill, but there's no perfection. You say you're an accountant, but when we ask you basic accounting questions, you cannot answer. You are deceiving yourself. First thing is have a skill, perfect that skill, be the best at that particular thing. Go for trainings, ask questions, keep yourself updated, right? That's the first thing. The second thing you need to have is you need to know personal branding. Hey God, you need to understand the concept of personal branding. Personal branding is the perception that people have about you. You need to be able to control that perception that people have about it, right? Now, personal branding is in two angles. There is the offline branding and then there's the online branding. The offline branding is what a lot of us focus on, which is how you make your physical appearance, right? Which is when you're going out, you put on this particular shirt, you're like, no, I can't carry this particular handbag. It doesn't make me look professional. No, I can't make this particular kind of hairstyle. It doesn't fit into what I'm trying to portray. That is offline branding, the kind of person that people have about you when they see you. Now, before I forget, let me also remind us that personal branding is very, very important. You need to understand that as a person, whether you like it or not, people are going to judge you. People are going to form perception about you. So you need to control the perception that people have about you, right? I'm sure a lot of us, let me quickly use this example. There are times that you will go to the bank and then maybe there's a long queue, everybody's on the queue, and then the security man is already shouting at you, madam, I beg, package very well, I beg, stand well, I beg, don't disturb me, and all of those things. And then a man walks into the banking hall wearing this kind of particular tailored senator wear. I don't know if you guys know that senator wear. Tailored senator wear with plenty gator, carries this brief, with his Gucci spec, and he's looking so clean and fine. Immediately he enters the banking hall. You would see that the security man, even without the man opening his mouth to say anything, we quickly rush and go and meet him. I say, good afternoon, sir. Please, what can we help you with, sir? Should I get you a seat? Why is the man doing that? It's because of the perception that he formed about that man. Even before you open your mouth, just by your physical appearance, by what you're wearing, how you carry yourself, people already form a perception whether to respect you or not. That's to tell you the importance of personal branding. Like I said, there's offline branding and there's online branding. What a lot of us focus on is offline branding, but then we are forgetting that the world has gone digital. Everybody is online. When somebody hears your name for the first time, they will not say, can I meet you to know you or something? They will go and check you out online. Is that they go and check you out on Facebook, they go and check you out on Instagram, on LinkedIn, whatever social media platform, just to have an idea of who you are. We do it, I do it, you do it. When you meet somebody for the first time or somebody tells you about someone, you will quickly go on Facebook and check for the person, go through their pictures, see their posts, just to form a perception about who this particular person is. Now that you understand that your online branding is important, I don't understand why some of you are actually dulling about it. Some of you are just, I don't know, if you have like splitting personality. You know, there's some people that I will see their profile on LinkedIn, and then for some reasons when we meet in real life, I'll be like, are you really this particular person on LinkedIn? With your LinkedIn profile, you look like some young undergraduate that doesn't even know what they are doing in life. But look at you here, you're all accomplished. Why is that not reflecting on your profile? Your online branding is very important. I always like to tell this story to buttress how important your branding, your online branding is. So I'm an accountant and I work in a company. So there was this thing that I had to sign an instruction with my CEO. So I went to his office and he was on a call with the HR. So he just asked me to stand by and then they continued talking. So the HR was telling him about this particular candidate that they interviewed and how this particular candidate was very good. You know, he answered all the questions very well. Even his test, he did excellently. Do you know the next thing that my CEO asked for? He was like, can you send me the LinkedIn handle of this guy? Because he wants to go and check out things for himself. The word has gone online. Everybody, like, if somebody wants to know more about you, what happened? Please, can someone confirm that they can hear me?
Yes, you are.
Yes, I can hear
Yes,
you.
I can hear you from my own end. I can hear you.
Okay,
We can hear you.
Thank you so much.
I can hear
Okay,
you.
yeah, let me just mute everybody.
Hello, please. I don't know if this is coming from me. The network has been erratic.
Please, it's coming from you. It's coming from you. Okay, so the next thing that he did was he asked for the LinkedIn handle of this particular person to go and check him out and form a perception about him. Imagine that this particular guy has not worked on his LinkedIn and is just leaving his LinkedIn just there. Imagine a CEO just going to his profile and he's disappointed by what he saw. Even though he has heard very, very amazing review about him from the HR, he still wants to see things for himself. So your online branding is very, very important, right? The last thing that you need to have to succeed is you need to network. Now, I love to use an example or before I go to the example part, I always like to tell people that it's not by having the right skills, it's not by packaging yourself. Sometimes you are not succeeding because you are not in front of the right people. You are not in front of the right people. It goes beyond having the skills and packaging yourself. Are you in front of the right people? I like to use the story of this particular lady, Tiana Empire. I think a lot of us know Tiana Empire. She makes luxury dresses and then she charges in millions. I used to use her as a case study because the reason why she's able to charge that is because she has all of these 3 key things that I've listed. Let me tell you, she has the skills. She's a fashion designer and she's very, very good. She has perfected her skills. She has owned her skills. No, unless we want to lie, Tiana is very good. That's number 1. Number 2, being good is not enough because there are some other people that are as good as Tiana, but they don't bond them well to charge half of what Tiana is charging. Tiana is able to charge what she's charging because she has branded herself. When you want to go to Tiana's place, in your mind, you know you are going for luxury, you are ready to drop your money, you have money. That's the power of personal branding, the power of packaging. She has branded herself so that if she tells you she wants to charge $100,000 for this particular dress, you will pay because of the kind of brand that she has created. Then the third thing is not just about having the brand, because there's people that they package themselves and they have the right skills, but they cannot even charge what Tiana is charging. Another reason why Tiana can charge what she's charging is because she has the right people in front of her. She's not marketing to some people that are struggling they still want to pay 1,000 naira for a ramp or something. She's marketing to celebrities that have that money. So as a professional, even if you have the right skills and you've branded yourself well, you need to make sure that you are showcasing your skills in front of the right people that can value, people that can pay for your skills. There's this post that I saw one time that a man gave his son one kind of rusted car or an old model car and told his son to take it to a pawn shop. The son took it to a pawn shop, got a value for it. The son took it to different places and got different value for that thing. So sometimes the problem is not you per se. It's not because you don't have the right skills. It's because of where you are showcasing your skills. Imagine somebody like Tiana Empire going to one remote area in Ogun State, and then she opens a shop there and she wants to be charging $100,000 for dresses in Ogun State. Who is going to in remote? Okay, so don't let me use Ogun State because people will come for me. Please don't come for me. I'm from Ogun State as well. I mean, in some remote villages, right? Imagine she's in some remote villages and she wants to charge $100,000 for dresses. Who's going to patronize her? Now, the problem is not that she's not good. She's good. She has branded herself, but she's not in front of the right people. So as a professional, you need to have all of these three things. Now, I always tell people that if you have two out of these things, you will not succeed. You need to have all of the three of them. Let me give you an example. So let's say for some reasons, you are very good in personal branding and you're very good in networking. So what it means is that immediately you're done after school, you were able to package yourself where you paid people, they branded your CV for you, branded your cover letter for you, you know, even physical offline branding, you know how to carry yourself well, all those starch shirt, suits, you know, when you go for interviews, you blow grammar and everything. And then because of that, you also have the right network, people that can see you, people that need your service, you're able to get a job. Now, by the time you get a job, forget all those charades that you're displaying earlier. This is where your competence come to play. This is where you display your skill and your mastery. Because you don't have that particular skill or because you are half-baked, you will not last on that job. Before you know it, they are sending you queries upon queries and they are telling you, please, sir, you are not delivering on this job. Is that you resign or we tell you to go? Is one of the two. So yeah, you might eventually get the job because of your personal branding skills and your networking skills, but you will not be able to sustain that job because you don't have the right skills. And that's why I always tell people, these three key things are important. Let me give us another example. So let's even say you have the right skills, you're very good, and then you have the networking skills, but you haven't learned about personal branding. See, let me tell you something. This is just a secret. HRs or recruiters are going to pay you as much as they're not going to pay you more than the value that you place on yourself. They're going to pay you based on the perception that they have about you. These days, it's about your negotiation and how you carry yourself, how you package your skills. There's some, let me tell you something. There's some people that they have ICANN, they have CITN, and they have BSc, and they are earning 300,000. And there is someone somewhere that has just BSc in accounting and is earning over ₦1 million. Why? How? It's by packaging yourself. Like I always tell you, it's not just about the skills. You can have the skills for all you care. If you don't know how to package yourself, they will price you low. They will lowball you. A job that they're supposed to pay you 300,000 for, 500,000 for, they will lowball you and give you 150K because they know you are naive. You don't even know your value. You don't know your worth. You've not packaged yourself very well. So beyond having the skills, please, you need to take out your time and package that skills very well. Like I always say, Tiana is not like the best person that makes the best dresses. The reason why she's succeeding is because she has learned how to package herself, right? Okay, so yeah, let's move on to the next thing that we have on the slide. Okay, so now that, let me go back to this person that said, so now we understand that for us to succeed is you need to have three things: know your skills and perfect that skills. Don't be a jack of all trades, master of none. You need to understand the concept of personal branding. Package yourself, my brothers, my sisters. And then the third thing is you need to make sure that you are showcasing yourself to the right people that appreciate your skills, people that can patronize you, that can pay you. Do you understand? Yeah. So now coming to the topic of today, which is LinkedIn profile optimization. Right, before we get to LinkedIn, let me tell you how from these particular three key things we got to LinkedIn. So I said you need to have a skills, right? And then I told you you understand the concept of personal branding. Like I said, there are two types of personal branding. You have the offline branding, which is, I mean, I will really not draw so much about it. You all know when you're going out, you dress well, right? Because you are dressed the way you dress. I mean, what's that? Sorry, it just skipped my head. Sorry about that. Okay, so then the other one is the online branding. Now, when it comes to the online branding, first of all, you need to pick a particular platform. You can build your online presence on different social media platforms. You can decide to build your online presence on LinkedIn. You can decide to build it on Facebook. You can decide to build it on TikTok, on Instagram. But as a professional, I always recommend that you build your personal brand on LinkedIn. And this is because LinkedIn is a platform that is originally built for professionals. And aside from that, there are a lot of recruiters that go to LinkedIn to recruit. So imagine you are very good, but you're showcasing yourself on Facebook. You might not make the most out of it because recruiters are not on Facebook. They're on LinkedIn. And few of them are on Facebook because I actually got my first job out of school from Facebook. But then, come on, most of these big companies, they come to LinkedIn to actually recruit. So now that you understand this thing, you understand that you need to build your brand on LinkedIn. Now that we've agreed that we're building our brand on LinkedIn, you now need to understand how to make the most out of LinkedIn. So let me go back to the story that I said when I started this training. I said that I remember then that I was in school, my course mates told me that for me to get a job, I should open an account on LinkedIn. right? And that is the story that they've told a lot of you on this call. They will tell you, will tell somebody, oh, mom, me, I just finished school, or oh, I'll be finishing school in 2 months time, or I'll be finishing my NYC in 1 month time. They'll tell you, are you on LinkedIn? Go open an account on LinkedIn. Now, there are a lot of jobs there. That is all they tell you. But my brothers, my sisters, opening an account on LinkedIn is not like a magic wand that once you open an account on LinkedIn, you start getting job offers. No, it is just one step out of the many things that you need to do, right? To get a job on LinkedIn, it's a combination of so many things. First of all, you must have the right profile, which is your LinkedIn profile. Your LinkedIn profile must showcase you as an expert. It must portray you as an expert. That's number one. Number two, you must be able to showcase your skills. Now, I always say something, there is no silent expert. You cannot say you are good at something and you've never spoken about it before. You cannot say you are a nurse and I go to your LinkedIn profile, I've never seen you talk about anything that relates to medicine. Are you joking at all? Do you expect me to trust you like that? You cannot say that you are an engineer and you've never spoken about engineer on your profile. Now, to make the most out of LinkedIn, to get job offers on LinkedIn, it's beyond creating an account. Once you're done creating an account, you need to build a good profile, a profile that showcases you as a professional. A profile that showcases you as an expert, so that when somebody comes across your profile, they are hooked. I cannot even count how many people come to my DM to say, oh, Perpetua, I really love your profile. I love what you're doing. I'm very intentional about my profile. Like everything you see on my profile, I'm intentional about it. And I'll teach you how to do that as well. So yeah, you need to be intentional about your profile. Then number two, you need to be able to create content that showcases your skills, right? You cannot, like a closed mouth is a closed destiny. See, my life changed. I used to tell people that LinkedIn changed my life. But LinkedIn changed my life is not because I opened an account on LinkedIn. My life changed the moment I started showcasing my skills, showcasing the things that I know through content creation. When I started, you cannot say you're a tax person and then I go through your profile. I've never seen you talk about anything that relates to tax. Who are you kidding? I love to use this example. So let's say in your area, there are two fashion designers in your area. So let me just read that. Okay, so let's say like there are 2 fashion designers in your area, right? One of those fashion designers is always showing her designs. Today she'll make a jumpsuit, she'll put it on the mannequin. Tomorrow she'll make a suit, she'll put it on the mannequin. Next tomorrow she'll make a agbada, she'll put it on the mannequin. And then there is the other fashion designer that even though you can see from her shop, she said you can see tailoring machine there and thread and needle, you know she's a tailor, right? But then beyond that, you have never seen her showcase any of the things she can do. She has never displayed her design. She has never done any of those things. Now, when it's time for you, let's say one of your friends is getting married, right? And you want to, so they pick an Asoebi, and you want to give one of the designers your Asoebi to design. Which of these designers are you going to give the Asoebi to? Are you going to give it to the one that you've seen her designs over time that, oh, this lady is really good. Oh, this jumpsuit is nice. I mean, even sometimes when you're going to work, you'll be admiring some of those designs that, oh, this agbada is really nice. Maybe when it's time, so I'll come here. And the other lady that you've never seen any of her work, please tell me, which of them would you approach? Of course, like there is no gainsaying or something. You will go for the other lady that you've seen her work and you're comfortable with it. Over time, she has gained your trust just by showcasing herself. This same analogy is very similar to us as a professional, right? Some of us are complaining that we're not getting jobs. The reason we're not getting job offers is because we don't know your competence. You have not gained my trust. I've never seen you spoken about what you can do. I've never seen you display your expertise. How do you expect me? And then there is someone there. See, let me tell you something. You need to understand that it is a fierce competition out there. It is a fierce competition out there. While you are being sluggish and you're saying, I cannot create content on LinkedIn. I don't know what to post. I don't know. There's somebody there that is giving them back to back. That is telling them, I see, guys, me, I'm very good in tax. Always talking about tax. Always talking about this. By the time there's an opening for a tax person in any company, they will go to that person. Even though you might even know more than that person, but because you have not showcased yourself, you have not showed the world what you know. You are just there. So yeah, beyond creating an account, you need to have a good profile, which is like your profile, so that when anybody comes to your profile, they can see that you're an expert. Then aside from that, you need to be able to create content that shows that you know what you're doing. Content is life, right? Then the third thing is you need to be able to network. There is something called strategic networking, guys. Let me tell you guys a short story. So early last year, I used to work with Enkel. Enkel is a multinational, right? And then after some time, I told myself that I wanted to make a career move. I wanted to move to either a fintech company or an oil and gas company, right? Most of us have also decided these kind of things, like we want to make a career move. But the problem is that sometimes you always go through the apply technique. Remember, I told us on this call that there are two ways for you to get a job. You either attract it or you apply. Me, as a LinkedIn coach, come on now. I cannot be applying and be jumping from a come on. I knew that I wanted to get a job in an oil and gas company or a fintech company. You know what I did? I attracted it. I used something called strategic networking. Please, is this thing from me or is this somebody's? Is this somebody's phone? Please, goodness. You are playing Bedu in my class. What's going on? Okay, so I knew that I wanted to get a job in a fintech company or an oil and gas company. My guys, I used the power of a combination of a very solid LinkedIn profile plus content creation plus strategic networking. I am not going to lie to you. I did this thing for a while, and then after some time, I started getting job offers from fintech companies. Like my current job, I did not apply for it. They came to poach me. I don't have fintech experience, but they came to me, and I did not have to go and be jumping and be looking for which fintech company is recruiting for the role of an accountant. That's the power of attracting is the so to make the most out of your LinkedIn. All of those people that you see that share their testimonials on LinkedIn is the combination of these three key things. They have a very strong profile that can get anybody hooked, number one. Number two, they know how to create content. And then the third thing is they know the power of strategic networking. This strategic networking, not a lot of people know it. Come on, but then if you know what strategic networking is, my dear, it will be very easy for you to get any job if you have a strong profile and you create content. So yeah, those are the three key things. The reason why I'm saying this thing is because, like I said, let me go back to this person that I said, LinkedIn profile optimization is just one part of the puzzle. There are some people that they have the best profile, but they are not getting job offers because they are not showcasing themselves. Beyond after their profile, nothing. Another example. Sorry, I like to give too many examples so that I can stick. Another example I like to give is, imagine you have a room, you rented an apartment, and then you furnish the apartment with like latest furniture. The room is looking very pink. But if you don't invite anybody to your profile, your room, would they ever know that your room is fine? That's the same thing with your LinkedIn profile. Your LinkedIn profile is like your room. LinkedIn optimization means that you have put everything in place in your room. You've arranged it. It is neat so that anytime you have visitor. But then, are you inviting anybody to your house so that they can admire the kind of hard work that you put into making your house beautiful? No. The only way to attract people to your profile is by content creation. I'm not going to lie to you. And for me as a person, for me as a coach, when people reach out to me and said I should come and optimize their LinkedIn profile for them, I don't do it. Right? I'm not somebody that is after money. Come on, right? I'm not after money, right? And I always tell people that I don't do LinkedIn optimization. You know why? Because you will not come and say that Perpetua girl, she's not a good coach. She does not know what she's doing. Because by the time I'm done, because LinkedIn optimization is the list of the things I can do. God help me. By the time I'm done helping you to optimize your profile and you refuse to create content, you refuse to do strategic networking, you will not get job offers. You will not come back tomorrow and be dissing me on Twitter, be Facebook, and be saying, all those fake coach that don't know what they are doing. Sorry, it cannot be me and you. I cannot be in that particular conversation, right? So that's why I always tell people that LinkedIn optimization is just one part of the puzzle. If you really want to make the most out of your LinkedIn, you need to be able to create content, optimize your profile, and learn that tactics called strategic networking. In today's class, we'll be looking at just LinkedIn profile optimization. I was trying to see an example before I deviated again. I was trying to give us an example of how LinkedIn profile optimization is just one part of the puzzle, right? I was trying to use an example of so let's use the same example of those fashion designers that I said. So remember those fashion designers that I said, right? Those two fashion designers, so let's say for the two of them, Tailor A and Tailor B, both of them have a nice shop. From their shop, you can see that these people are actually luxury fashion designers. There's some people that you will just pass through their shop, even without seeing anything, just looking inside that shop, be like, this is a luxury brand. You know why? Because they've taken effort, the kind of machine that is in their office, the way they painted the office, the design. You'll be like, this people is like they know what they are doing, right? That is what LinkedIn optimization is. Just like the two tailors, they both have good shops. Like inside that shop is very fine and neat. But then the reason why you're giving the second tailor your clothes to sew for you, because beyond having a good shop, she has showcased herself, she has showcased her skills. She has shown me that, okay, even though you can see from my shop that I'm a good tailor, come and see the things that I can do. Every day she's putting out things that shows that she knows her job. While the other tailor feels like, oh, once I have a good shop and I've designed my shop, that is enough. It's a lie. It is not enough. You need to showcase your skills. So this thing that I've said, please relate it to this LinkedIn optimization thing. LinkedIn optimization is just like the shop, right? And then content creation is that thing that you are putting out the jacket that you created, putting out the agbada, telling people that, see, I know what I'm doing. Now let's move on. I think I'm talking too much. I'm so sorry. I cannot help it. Okay. So now the topic of today is LinkedIn optimization, which is just one part of the puzzle, right? Now let's get right into it. For you to have a well-optimized LinkedIn, so there's this thing. What's wrong with this thing? Why are you running faster than the shadow? Sorry. Don't frustrate me. PowerPoint. Okay, sorry. Let me just drink water. Okay, so I don't know if any of us has heard the concept LinkedIn optimization before. You know me, when I started my LinkedIn journey and I heard people say, oh, is your LinkedIn profile optimized? It used to sound very big, like one very big thing, like, what is LinkedIn profile optimization? You need to start sounding like some very technical things. For a lot of us on this call, it's just because of time, I would have interviewed us and asked like 2 people or 3 people what they think LinkedIn optimization means, right? But then I'm here to tell you that LinkedIn optimization, that term is just a big grammar. What it means to have a well-optimized LinkedIn profile is these 5 things that I've listed. If you have these 5 things in check, it means that your LinkedIn profile is optimized. Some of us now, even though our profile is optimized, if they ask us, you cannot tell because you don't even understand what LinkedIn optimization means, right? Now, the first thing you need to have a well-optimized LinkedIn profile is your profile picture. For the life of me, I don't understand why you, as a professional, you are coming to a platform as big as LinkedIn. You are using your throwback picture. You cannot go to the studio and snap picture with a clean background, look your best, wear a suit. If you don't even have to borrow a suit, wear a shirt, wear a gown, and look fine and post it on LinkedIn is a lie. You know those echo-AC looking picture taken with one forgotten iPhone picture, iPhone phone. That is what you go and put on LinkedIn. First of all, you are doing yourself. See, this one is not village people. You are the village people that is after you. Because if I go through your profile, from your profile picture, like I said, people always form perception about you. By the time I go through your profile and I see your profile picture, I do from like, really serious. This person does not know what he or she is doing with her life. What is this picture? You look like someone serious professional. And even if for some reasons you not even come to my DM to say, Ma, please, I'm looking for a job. By the time I go through your profile and I see those shenanigans that you put there, I will not even reply because you don't look like you know what you're doing. And it's the same thing when people come to you, when people say that, oh, there are some people that when you DM them on LinkedIn, they don't answer you. It's a lie. People that have 100,000 followers, people that have 1 million followers, they reply. The reason why they are not replying your DM is because your profile is nonsense. It's giving the wrong impression. It's giving some kind of desperate vibe, like someone that does not know what they are doing, trying to, when you send DM to people see your DM. Let me not lie to you. When you send a DM to someone on LinkedIn to say, please, sir, I'm looking for a job, sir. Can you help me, sir? Which is even something that me, I don't like people doing. I don't advise my students to do that. What is that? What is that? Why are you jumping from DM to DM? You need job. Is that the way to go about it? But that is not the bone of this particular conversation. Now, your profile. When somebody said, let me use myself as a case study. So I have quite a number of following on LinkedIn, and then I feel like I'm a good person. If you like, don't agree. I feel like I'm a good person, and I try as much as possible to help people. But then, truth is, I cannot help everybody. I only have 2 hands, and I only have 24 hours in a day. I have a 9 to 5 as well. So I only pick out things that are important. If you come to my DM, if that thing that you're asking me is something you can get on Google, I would likely not reply because you're just, come on, there are people that have more pressing needs that I can be attending to rather than you. So another thing is when people come to my DM to say they are looking for a job, the first thing that I do before I even answer the question is I go through their profile. By the time I go through your profile and I see that you are using one from your profile picture, I see that you are using one. First of all, you have the open to work banner on your profile. That one, we'll talk about that one. Calm down. We'll talk about that one. By the time I see your profile picture and I see that you are using one throwback picture from maybe 1995, those your childhood picture that you took when you were 17 years old, you are using it on LinkedIn, where they are MDs, they are CEOs, they are CFOs. You are using throwback pictures. You are using funny looking techno pictures. You cannot go to studio and take a good picture. By the time I see that one, I go to your headline, I see that I now go to your experience, I see that I will not even reply because because where do I want to start from? Where do I want to start from? You cannot kill me. I will not even reply. So yeah, the profile picture, please, I am begging you, I am kneeling down. On your LinkedIn, you know the worst part is some of you will even put the link to your LinkedIn profile, that your Jaga profile that you've not worked on, you put it on your CV. It's the reason why you're not getting called back. It's not village people. Because by the time the recruiter go through your profile and they see, where is this one? Please, we don't want this kind of person to work with us. You might be very good, be very excellent, but because of the way you portrayed yourself, nobody will reach out to you. So please, I am on my knees. If you like, believe, but I'm really on my knees. I am begging you in the name of God. On LinkedIn, please, ma, please, sir, go to the studio. It will not cost you more than 5,000 naira. It's money for Suya. Go to studio, get a professional headshot. See, that thing alone, having because when you make a DM, when you make a post, anything you do, your profile picture goes everywhere with you. Please get a professional headshot, edjo. Please get a shirt, get a gown, borrow a suit, do whatever you can. Go to a studio and get a professional headshot. LinkedIn is a platform that you need to show your best. Come out your best. You are meeting with CFOs and MDs. That's the first thing. The second thing is your about section. I'll come to that later. The third thing is your work experience. The fourth thing is your qualification, and the fifth thing is your headline. The reason I'm running through this is I want to go to LinkedIn and then show us these things. So let me mute. Please now be muting your mic now. You're just stressing me unnecessarily. Okay, so what I want to do now is I don't want to be doing plenty talking. Let me go to LinkedIn and show us all of these things I've listed here. So just have it at the back of your mind. Like I said, the 5 checklists to have to make sure that your LinkedIn profile is optimized is: number 1, your profile picture; number 2, your about section; number 3, your work experience; number 4, your qualification; number 5, your headline. Now come with me to LinkedIn. So let me stop sharing. Let me stop sharing and then I would start sharing when I'm on LinkedIn as well. Okay. Let me go to my profile. All right. Okay. All right. So yeah, let me come back. Please mute your mic now. Please now. Lily, please help me be muting their mic. I don't know what I want to do again. Please help me to help you. So let me share my screen and then I don't know if this is going to work. Let me share this. Please, can someone confirm that they can see my screen? Can you see my screen?
Yes, we
Yes,
can.
I can see.
Yes, go ahead.
You can see
Yes.
Perpetua Badijo, right? Can you see Oluwaseyi profile as well? Can you see Oluwaseyi?
Yes, I can see.
You can see Oluwaseyi.
Yes,
Okay,
sure.
fine. This is what I need. Thank you so much. So let's get back into it. So like I said, the first thing that you need to have to make sure that your profile is optimized is your profile picture. Now, when you come across my profile and you see this angelic picture with me wearing a jacket, looking all professional, you already formed the perception in your head that, oh, this is a professional lady. She knows what she's doing. You've not even gone down to read whether I have experience or not. Just by my picture alone, you already form a perception about me. So please, like I said before, in the name of God, I am begging you, go to the studio, do small makeup, have a nice haircut, take a professional headshot. It will not cost you more than 5,000 naira. Eshe. Let's move on to the next thing. This other one comes together with the profile picture. This is called your LinkedIn banner. This thing here is your LinkedIn banner. This thing is, some people feel it's not important, but for me, when it comes to personal branding, every little thing counts, right? This thing, it gives a more professional outlook to your profile when you have a LinkedIn banner. You can see from my LinkedIn banner, if you just look at my LinkedIn banner, before even scrolling down, you have an idea of what I do. I said, hello, need help with filing your taxes, corporate finance, LinkedIn visibility, talk to me. That is all that I have on my banner. It gives a more professional outlook to your profile. So yeah, I always advise that everyone should have a LinkedIn banner. To create a LinkedIn banner is something you can do in 5 minutes. Just go, I have a video already. If you need the video, you send me a DM after the class. I would share the link to the video, which is not on my YouTube. Maybe I'll put it on my YouTube. I don't know yet anyway. But just send me a DM and I'll share you the link to the video. To create a LinkedIn banner, this LinkedIn banner that you're seeing, I created it myself free of charge on Canva. It did not take me more than, okay, let me know, Elisha. It took me like an hour because me, I'm very big on design. I kept altering the design. But then if you're not so big on design and you have like a template in mind, because I built this thing from scratch, that's why it took so long. But if you have a template you want to replicate in mind, it should not take you more than 10, 15 minutes to create a banner. So yeah, please, in the name of God, after you have gone to studio to put proper picture, please, we are learning that man says, help us work on your banner and put a banner on your profile. It just makes you look more professional. And when you're creating your banner, that is not the time to now be telling us your life story. Please keep it short and simple. There are other, if you want to tell us story, calm down, be calm. I will show you where you can tell us stories, like tell us about where you were born, how you grew up. You can tell us, but not on your banner. Your banner should be very simple and clear, and it should not be color riot. Because another thing is, sometimes it's even better you just use some kind of generic picture as your banner than using a banner. Because sometimes when you see some people's banner, it's giving tacky. It looks tacky and it makes them look unprofessional. Like I said, I'm a personal branding coach. Personal branding is is like everything when it comes to personal branding matters. So when you're creating your banner as well, please pay attention. Make it simple. Don't play with oh my God. So I don't know. I just realized that because I've noticed that we are stopped on 100 participants. I just noticed someone just messaged me that they've been trying to join and is saying that they can't take more than
exactly
100
what
people.
happened. Yes,
Are you serious?
exactly what
Hey,
happened.
God.
When I wanted to join,
Enemies.
that was
Holy
a
Ghost
minute
fire.
past 4. I was having that experience. So I think somebody has to leave before I joined.
Are you joking? Are you serious? Like I am, yeah, I was, because I'm very observant. I kept looking like this thing 100%. Like, what is going on? Is there a limit? This is news to me. Wow. What is going on? 100 for paid premium Zoom. Why? Why is that? Oh my goodness. I didn't realize. Oh shit. Anyway, congrats to the 100 people that joined. That's all I can say. Next
I
time,
think that
be early
should
to
be
class.
from their own end.
Yeah. But come on. Really? When I have 1,000 people on the group and I even put it, oh God. Anyway, congrats to the 100 people that joined. Let's just continue. So like I said, when you're creating your banner, please don't play with so many colors so it doesn't look tacky. By the time it starts to look tacky, it defeats the purpose. It's giving unprofessional vibe. It's giving novice vibe. It's giving naive vibe. You understand? So please, like you can see on my profile, I don't know if people like my banner, but I think it's fine. Well, you don't like it, that was your business. But I think it's fine, Sha. I think this is good enough. Just do something simple and straightforward, right? Okay. Yeah. Now we're done with the picture and the proof and the LinkedIn and the banner part. The next thing is, I will just talk about this briefly. Your name on LinkedIn. Now, there's a lot of people that make mistake when it comes to their name. The arrangement of your name, I don't know it because me, I'm a perfectionist. I pay attention to everything. The what's it called? Oh goodness, sorry. I got a notification and it's kind of distracting me. Sorry. The arrangement of your name is very, very important. So when I started my journey
your
on LinkedIn,
screen is not being shared. Your screen is not being shared.
It is. Okay, sorry. I think I paused. I'm so sorry. That must have been a mistake. Can you see my screen now?
Yes.
Okay. So when I started my journey on LinkedIn, what I had as my name was Badejo Perpetua Anoluwapo. And then, once in a while, I want people coming to my DM to say, hello, Badejo. Hi, Badejo. Good afternoon, Badejo. Remember, I'm like, when you hear hello, Badejo, can you not see that my name is Perpetua? So let's even say you don't want to call me Perpetua. What happened to calling me? And which one is hello, Badejo? It took a while for me to now understand that they are actually very right for them to refer to me as hello, Badejo, because the way the LinkedIn profile is arranged, they expect that you put your first name first, which is your name, Perpetual, Fisayo, Ife, whatever your name is, then your surname, not your surname before your name. Now, these are little things that count. These are little things that I think might not people like you don't pay attention to, but it really counts. Imagine a recruiter coming to your DM and the recruiter says, hello, Badejo. I am correcting that. Sorry, my name is not Badejo. My name is actually Perpetua. First of all, it kind of gives the vibe of you don't know what you're doing. Because how can you not know? You as a professional, you are saying that you don't know the difference between your first name and last name. Because it's boldly written on your LinkedIn profile when you're trying to put your name. Put your first name first, your last name, your first name before your last name. Your last name is your surname. So yeah, in case you're making that mistake here, your first name, which is your name, then your surname. Another thing I like to advise is that please, I do not really see the reason why you should be having more than 2 names on LinkedIn. Perpetua Badejo is fine. You don't need to put Perpetua Badejo, Perpetua Anoluwapo Badejo. Come on. Perpetua Badejo is fine. Just keep it short and simple. Something that people can easily remember. something that can easily stick in people's head, like Perpetua Badijo, right? So don't use 3 names or 4 names or something. If you have more than one name, right, you can just put it in your banner. Maybe on your banner, you can have Perpetua and Oluwapo Badijo, right? But on your profile, just keep it simple. Then if you have any qualification as well, like maybe for me, I have ICANN, I have CITN, I have FMPA. So I have all of them listed on my profile, listed in front of my name, right? So that's that about that. Now, to the other thing, the second thing, we've spoken about profile picture and banner. The second thing we want to talk about is, hey God. Please, can someone confirm that they can hear me? Is it just Tosin, or can every other
Yes,
person
you
hear?
are audible.
Yes.
Can hear you. Go ahead.
Yeah, I can hear you. I just want to ask a question quickly before we move on.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Okay, I'm trying to mute. Please, Oluwatosin, you can mute yourself. Okay. So what I was saying was, what was I even saying? Oh God. So I said the first thing, we've spoken about picture and banner. The second thing, which is the mistake that a lot of us are making, is your headline. Your headline. This thing here that you can see here, is what is called your headline. It comes immediately after your name on LinkedIn. Whenever you make a post, whenever you make a comment, it follows you. Whenever someone sees your name, they see your headline underneath it. So you need to pay attention to how you craft your headline. First of all, your headline should be search engine optimized. What I mean by search engine optimized is, let's say I'm an accountant. It's not even let's say, I'm an accountant. I'm an accountant, right? I'm an accountant, but I'm a tax specialist, right? And I know that when people want to recruit for the role of an accountant, what do they search for? That's the first question you ask yourself. So whatever career path you've chosen, let's say you're a nurse or an engineer, you'd ask yourself, when people want to recruit for the role of an engineer, what are the key terms that they use to search for? Do they search for civil engineer? Do they search for engineering specialist? Do they search for control manager? Anything, those key terms that recruiters will search for when they are looking for people in your particular field, you should have it on your profile. Because if you don't have it on your profile, then your profile is not searchable. By the time you're searching for, imagine on my profile, imagine on my profile, I wrote, I help companies with their financials, I help companies with their taxes, I help companies with making or reducing costs. Maybe that's what I wrote. If somebody wants to recruit an accountant, even though that's what all accountants do, most accountants do, a recruiter will not come on LinkedIn and start searching for, I help companies reduce tasks. I help companies with their cost. They will not search for that. What they will search for is, if they are recruiting for the role of a tax person, they will search for tax specialist. If they want to recruit for the role of a financial analyst, they will search for financial analyst. If they are recruiting, if they want to look out for maybe anything, they will search based on what they are looking out for. So you need to understand those titles and have them on your headline. That's the number one thing. That's what it means for your headline to be search engine optimized. It means that you must carefully craft your headline to have those key terms that recruiters or whoever it is use to search for people in your niche. You must use those key terms, right? So that's one. The second thing about your profile is your headline. The second thing about your headline is, by the time I come across your headline, if you make a comment on somebody's post and I see your name and your headline, I shall have like an insight into what you do or what you are about. Like in summary, in quick keywords, keynote, I already know what you do. If you see my profile like this, I'm sure you can see my screen, and you cannot see below my screen. You can only see my name and my headline. From my headline, you see that I have a BSc in accounting, a first class honors. Somebody should clap now. Then I'm a tax specialist. I'm a financial analyst. I'm a LinkedIn top voice, LinkedIn visibility coach, and then tutor. If I make a comment on somebody's post and this is all you see, I feel like you have an idea of what I do or what I am into just by my headline, right? So when you're creating your headline, you need to make sure that your headline gives an insight into what you do, even before we scroll down, because people will come across your profile from different angles. It might be when you make a comment on a post, it might be when you made a post. It's not every time they have to, before they even click on your profile to read every other thing about you, your headline should give an insight into what you do. That's number two. Number three, your headline should speak to that particular niche that you're in. Right? Your headline should not portray you as a master, as a jack of all trades, master of none. You cannot have on your headline, you cannot say you are doing tax, you are doing audit, you are doing financial control. Come on, just pick one thing that we can know you for, right? Pick a particular niche and stick to it. You cannot be everywhere. So that is that about your headline. That is when you're crafting your headline. This is not something you should do in a hurry. This is something you sit down while you're trying to make sure that your profile is search engine optimized, also make sure that it portrays you, like it gives people an insight into what you do. So that's that about the headline. Now, the third thing I want us to talk about is your let me see, your about section. Now, first of all, I don't understand why you will be on LinkedIn and your about section is blank. For Christ's sake, what are you doing? Do you know what you're doing at all? Because your about section, because like your headline now, there's a restriction to even how many words you can put on your headlines. I can't remember the amount of words that you can use, but there's a restriction to how many words you can put on your headline, right? So if by the time you are done putting things on your headline, we still want to know more about you. The place for you to portray, like show us, tell us things about you is in your about section. So imagine me coming to somebody's profile and I'm trying to know them, like know what they're into, their career ambition and everything about them. And I go to the about section, I see that it is blank. You know what you're doing to yourself? It means that if a recruiter comes across your profile, by the time they see your headline, well, headlines are, anybody can put up any headline because, well, anybody can just wake up one day and see their financial analysis, even though they are not, right? But from your about section, we can see your trajectory, like how you became a financial analyst, where you want to be in 5 years. And if it aligns with my company's goal, I'll reach out to you to come and work with me. But if I come to your about section and I don't see anything there, it means that what you are telling us indirectly is that every recruiter should come to your DM and be asking you, ma, good afternoon, ma, please, can you tell us about, can you tell me about yourself? It's weird. If I'm recruiters, when they're trying to recruit, they have like 1,001 people that they are checking their profile. If they go to your profile, it's a once in a lifetime opportunity. By the time they click on your profile and they go through it and they don't see all the information that they need, they just move on. Nobody has time to be coming to your DM to be asking you, okay, you want us to be coming to your DM as per who? And be asking you, ma, sorry, ma, what are your 5 years goals? And where have you taken it from before? Nobody has time for that. Any information that you think would help you, that would help your career, that will help you sell your market, in the name of God, put it in your about section. It is free of charge. That's number one. This is for those that don't have anything in their about section. Please, I don't know what you're doing. I don't even have any words for you. The second is those people that they have about section, but they are copycats. I don't know why. You went to school for 4 years or 5 years or 6 years. You cannot sit down and craft out something compelling about yourself. You have to go and be dubbing from somebody else. Come on, no originality. And the worst part is when people come to your about section, they will know when you dub it or when you wrote it by yourself. By the time I go through some people about section, and I see something like Perpetua Badejo is a very disciplined professional. She is very vast in financial reporting. I'm like, like you went to go and dub it from somebody's profile. Come on, you can do better. You can do better. They did not send you to school for 4 years or 5 years for you not to be able to write something nice about yourself, for you not to be able to sell yourself. Your about section is that place where you were able to tell, on your headline, you are restricted. This is the place where you flex your muscle, you put playful banter, tell them everything, things that will make people want to follow you, things that will make people want to tell you to come and work for them, right? For me, that's the second thing. The third thing is when you're writing your about section, I always advise that you write in first person. When I mean write in first person, you are saying that I look like, come on, I'll read what I have on my profile for you. Writing like, oh, hello, welcome to my profile. This is me and Perpetua. Not saying that Perpetua Badejo is an accountant. She's a checker. I just feel like it makes it more easy to read when you're writing in first person. You're writing as if you're having a conversation with somebody. Now, my about section has like, how many paragraphs? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. My LinkedIn profile, my about section has about 12 paragraphs. But I bet you that like most times when people come through my profile, they read everything that I have in my about section, because by the time they come to my DM and they're trying to interact with me, from some of the things that they said, I know that they must have read my about section. And apart from that, these days, I don't see anybody coming to my DM to ask me, please, good afternoon, ma, please, what do you do? What do you do? With all the information I have on my profile, you can never come to my DM to ask me what I do, because I have given you more than enough information about me. That is, if people are still coming to your DM to ask you what you do, it means that your profile is not optimized. If your profile is optimized, why should anybody ask what I like? If you go through my profile, you see my experience, you see my about section, my headline. Come on, you have an insight into what I do. You would have an 100% knowledge of me, right? If people are still coming to your DM to ask you, it's because your about section you dubbed. You went to go and dub it. You know, some people in there, no originality. They will just come to somebody else's profile, copy what the person wrote, maybe another accountant, and go and dump it on their own profile. You can do better, please. Repent. It is 2024, repent, okay? Now, for your about section, I said you should write in first person and then make it interesting to read. So look at what I have on my about section. So I said, hello, welcome to my page. Let's start with a bit of introduction. My name is Perpetua Badejo, but a lot of people call me Peps for short, and you are free to join them, right? I kind of made it very friendly, okay? I like to think of myself as a bundle of talent, as I easily come up as different things to different people. To some people, I'm Perpetua the tax expert. To some, I'm Perpetua the LinkedIn coach. And to others, I'm Perpetua the tutor. If you're coming through my profile and you read this line, you already know that this girl is a tax person. She's a LinkedIn coach and she tutor, right? She tutors. That's the three things. So you can choose what you want me to be to you. Then I went ahead, I said a little bit about my career. I'm a first class graduate of accounting, a chartered accountant, and an associate of CITN. I am one person who is very passionate about what she does and who is constantly seeking ways of improving herself. I did not stop there. Now I gave you like a bit of insight into my career journey. I said a little bit about over the course of my career journey, I'm telling you where I came from, how I got to where I am. I said, I have had the opportunity of working in the capacity of an accounting and tax resource person for the finance department of different organizations in different industries. This has given me the rare privilege of seeing firsthand how accounting and taxation are being done in these industries. Then I listed out all the industries: manufacturing, FMCG, oil and gas servicing, logistics, education, and fintech. If you are a recruiter and you are reading through my about section, you already have an insight into where I have worked before, the industries where I have experience, just by one paragraph. You're seeing, I did not stop there. I said, lest I forget, I also have good knowledge of a number of accounting software like Oracle NetSuite, SAP ERP, SAP Concur, Sage, Peachtree, QuickBooks, and also very conversant with financial modeling and analysis. Now, I did not stop at just telling you my career. I even told you the skills that I have, right? So in case you're looking for someone that has QuickBooks or someone that can use SAP, I already told you there, right? I did not stop there. I said, now, because a lot of people come across my profile. There are people that come across my profile because they want me to work for them. There are people that come across my profile because they want me to come and tutor for them. They want me to come and speak at events. They want to invite me to come and train them. Different reasons. So I need to make sure that my about session captures all aspects, both my 9 to 5 and then my extracurricular things that I do. I did not stop there. This thing now is about my life. And I said, when I am not in the finance department of the company where I work, I am somewhere, either taking up one of the numerous courses I have, or reading up and trying to come up with value-adding content for my community. I'm giving you a bit of insight into what I do outside work. Do you understand? I did not stop there. I said, in my free time, I organize trainings for people. So if you're somebody that you're looking for someone to help you organize training, you already know that I do that just from my about section. I said, in my free time, I organize trainings for people on how to gain visibility on LinkedIn and also serve as tutor for a number of accounting and tax-related courses. You said the way I'm selling my markets, okay? And I said, I did not stop there. And I said, I am also open to collaboration and services on the above areas. I told you what I do outside work, and I even told you that I'm open to collaboration. Did I stop there? No, I did not stop there. And I said, in as much as I like to think of myself as an introvert, I have actually been doing really great as a speaker in a number of public events I have graced. So yes, I am also an aspiring speaker, and you can invite me for any of your events in my area of specialty. Did you see how I nailed that part? I told you what I do as an accountant, I told you what I do outside. I even told you that, see, even though I'm an introvert, I'm not lying, I'm an introvert, but I am really, I've been speaking for, I've been invited to some speaking engagement and I'm really doing well. So if you have an event and you'd like me to speak there, please invite me. You can see it there. And I said, it's been a long ride. Did I miss anything? I guess not. So yeah, that's a brief summary about Perpetua Badejo. You're welcome once again. Be rest assured that you would get value connecting with me on this space. Now tell me, if somebody takes out their time to read this thing, we do not have a full idea of who Perpetua Badejo is. That is what your about section is to do. It gives you your about section. There is no word restrictions. You can write as much as you can. Just make sure that whatever you're writing is interesting and you are selling yourself. You are selling your market. You know, the other part of your LinkedIn sections, you just have to put your work, your experience. You cannot be listing out all these plenty things that I listed out here. This is the point where you put everything. Your about section should be the point where you sell yourself. Give us an insight into what you do as a 9 to 5, how you got to where you are, your career growth, where you want to be, and all of those things. Please and please, I do not see any reason why you should have a LinkedIn profile and your about section is blank. I don't know what to say. That's all I have to say. Okay? Now, we've spoken about, and the last thing I want to say, please be original when you're writing your about section. Don't go and do copy and paste. Don't go, everything that I wrote here, every single thing that I wrote, I did not copy it from anybody's page. I sat down for hours and I was deleting, writing, deleting. No, I don't want to use this word. No, this one is not good. Until I came up with this thing that I read for you guys. So yeah, you can do the same thing. Come on now, you went to school for 5 years. Okay. Yeah, let's move on. We've spoken about the about section. The next thing I want you should have to have a well-optimized LinkedIn profile is your experience. Sometimes I really shake my head for a lot of people because the level of laziness that you exhibit is alarming. How can you have 10 years experience, but on your profile, you only have 2 years experience showing there? You are too lazy to update your profile and show that and tell us all of the places that you've worked. Why? Do you expect that when a recruiter comes to your profile, they come and be asking you, madam, please, ma, we noticed that you have 2 years experience on your profile, but want to ask, do you have other experience that you are not showing us on your profile? Because why are you hiding it? Any experience that you have that relates to your career progression, put it on your profile. Put it there. Like I said, when a recruiter comes to your profile, they will not have you don't have the luxury of coming to explain. They will not be coming to your name to be asking you questions. They expect that the professional that know what he or she is doing, you put any relevant information about you on your profile. How can you work for 10 years and you are just putting your latest job that you just started like last year? Oh, that's the only thing on your profile. Come on, please do better. When I go through people's profile and I see that they have like 3 years experience, and then we get talking and they're telling me that, actually, I have like 10 years experience, but I'm not just updated. I just look at it and I shake my head. I shake my head for them. Well, now this thing is in two ways. There's some people that for some reasons, for some personal reasons, they don't want to include the other places that they've worked. Maybe because they were running multiple jobs at that time, or maybe because it does not pertain to their new career line or whatever. That one is understandable. But you're looking for a job. You have experience, 10 years experience in accounting. You are putting only 2 years to get. What are you doing now? Like I said, your LinkedIn profile must be able to portray you as an expert. Your experience is one thing that people always look out for. So now let's move on. We've spoken about people that they have 10 years experience and they put 2 years. Now, another thing that a lot of you are guilty of is this one. So now the next thing you will do is let's agree that we want to, okay, let's say that, oh goodness, oh God. Hey, to be a speaker is not easy. Sorry, forgive me. I'm just rambling. Okay, so let me try and rephrase my word. Okay. Now, the other thing that you guys are guilty of, there are some people that they have their years of experience on their profile, but then they are not doing a good job, is the fact that, number one, you have your years of experience, but you did not tell us what you were doing, where you were working. You just came and wrote financial and tax accountant zone. Hello, madam. Am I supposed to know what you're doing at zone? What is zone? What is zone? Do I know what zone is? Are you assuming that everybody on the planet Earth or every recruiter knows zone? Do you have to start researching zone? Do you know how many people I have to check their profile? Are you serious at all? Are you telling me that I'm supposed to know what you're doing in zone? Can you not just take out 5 minutes of your time and tell me what you're doing? So please, when you're listing your experience, this is how to properly list your experience. First of all, start with your job title, which is in this case, if you want to edit your experience, just click on this pen sign here, which is in this case, your financial and tax accountant. I work as a financial and tax accountant. What company do you work for? The name of the company is Zone. Is it a full-time job? Is it a contract job? Is it clinical? I put it there, it's a full-time job. It's not a part-time job. It's a full-time, it's not contract, right? Then I told them since when I started the job. Then I also advise that when you're listing your experience, please start from the most recent to the latest. Don't start from the first job you had. No, come on. Start from the latest job you're doing, like the job you're doing right now. Then you start going downward like that, okay? So yeah, I wrote here that I started working this September 2023 to date. I did not stop there. This is the most important part. I now went ahead and said, Zone is the first regulated blockchain payment infrastructure company, which aims to connect every monetary store of value. Now, what I've tried to do there is that because I understand that not everybody would understand what Zone is all about. So I want to give you an insight into what Zone does. Right, I gave them a bit of insight into this is Zone. This is, if you read this thing, you should have an insight into, you should know that Zone is a payment infrastructure company, it's a blockchain company. I did not stop there. And I said that as a financial and tax accountant with this leading fintech company, I am responsible for the following. I am not making assumptions. Please don't assume that people know what all accountants do. Accountant job varies. There's some accountants that their accountants entitled, but all they do in their office is payables. There are some that all they do in their office is receivables. So please take out the time to list out the things that you're doing. So what I have here is, I said, as a financial and tax accountant with this leading fintech company, I am responsible for the following. I listed the things that I do: daily review and posting, preparation. I listed everything that I do. That is how to properly list your experience. You start by telling us your title, where you're working, the company you're working for, what the company does. Now that I've told you that I work in a fintech company, if you're a recruiter and you don't even know Zone before. But because I've given you one line to tell you that it's a fintech company, and you're looking for an accountant that has a fintech experience, you reach out to me. But imagine I just written your Zone. Not everybody will know what Zone is. So please take the pain of giving us a one-line description of what your company does. Then you cannot go ahead and tell us what you do on a day-to-day basis. You know, there was a time that somebody reached out to me on LinkedIn because I get a lot of job offers. And this person reached out to me, and then we got talking, and then he asked me again, like, I checked your profile, and on one of those jobs that you said, on one of those places that you said you worked before, you said you built an accounting system for them. How true is that? I said, yeah, that is very true. So that is the reason why I reached out to you, because I have a startup, and I also need an accountant that can do the same thing for us. Do you see the importance of listing out all of the things that you did? Imagine, so this is the place. Imagine I just wrote financial and tax. Imagine I just wrote accountants for that particular company where I work. This is the company. Help develop an accounting system and also implement. This particular line. There was what was the reason why someone reached out to me. Imagine I am behaving like some of you, and I just wrote account and tax executive, Atlantic Vendors, Lagos State, Shikena. Are they going to know that I did this amazing thing here? So those important things, aside from that, aside from the things that you do, those what's the right word now? Oh, those great things that you did at your job. Let's say you were able to cut costs from like 50%. You were able to sort their tax liabilities. Put it there under the things that you do. Tell them, so that sell yourself. Because the truth is, you might think nobody's paying attention. People that want to recruit you, recruiters, they are reading all through these things. You think in your mind, you're like, who is going to read it now? They are reading it. I was shocked when my line manager was telling me that when he wanted to recruit me, he read every single thing I had on my CV. Every single thing that I said I did where I was working. He had everything there. He read every line item. And it was because of those things, some of those things that I saw there, that he picked me. So yeah, on your LinkedIn as well, before someone even comes to your DM, they must be convinced by what they see on your profile. Please, I am begging you, I'm kneeling down, I'm rolling on the floor in the name of God. Put the work that you do, those achievements, accomplishments that you've had in your company, please flaunt it. You never can tell which of these things will get to your next job. Put it out there. Showcase it to the world. If anybody's coming through your profile, they must be able to have a perception that you're an expert. Okay? So that is how to list your experience, right? I think I'm done with that. Let me not dwell on one particular thing too much. Then the next thing that you need to have, right, is your education. This one is shocking. Sorry, let me drink water. Because I don't understand why you will have ICANN. To have ICANN is very hard. You will read and read and read. God will not finally help you. You will not have the ICANN certificate. You will not put it on your profile. Is this man? Is there something going? Is there something you're not telling us? Because I honestly genuinely try to understand people sometimes, but I cannot wrap my hands around it. Like, you did a certification course with CFI. It is not your profile. What is your problem in the name of God? And you're saying people are not reaching out to you. Are they going to reach out to you? Am I supposed to just know? Am I a witch or a wizard? As a recruiter, am I supposed to just know that you have CFI, but you just decide for some reason not to put it on your profile? Please, all your education and your professional qualifications should be listed on your profile. I got a job offer recently, and the reason why I got that single job offer was because I have CFI. This certification that I see here was what got me that job, not my ICANN, not my CITN. This CFI that I have. Imagine I did not put that CFI on my CV. I have lost that on that offer. They will not even reach out to me because they will not know that I have the CFI. So please, go back and all those certification courses that you've done, please come and list them on your profile. I know some of us are very lazy. In the name of God, I'm kneeling down. I'm rolling on the floor. Please come and list them on your profile. It will not hurt you. Okay? List all your education, where you've schooled. If you have a master's degree, put it there. Put everything there, right? Then your professional qualification, those certification courses that you've done, please make sure that you have it, your licenses and certifications. I did some training with Deloitte, project management. I have like 7 of them listed, and list everything there, so that whoever is going through your profile, they have a full idea of what you've done, your education, the extra things you've done after school, your experience. Like, they have a full idea, so that when time they are judging you, they're not judging you based on half information, because you will not be there to explain yourself when somebody is going through your profile. Okay, so please list your qualifications as well. Then, is there another thing I have not touched? Let me see. Because I said they're fine. I've spoken about profile picture. I've spoken about the about section. I've talked about the headline. I've spoken about the work experience, and I've spoken about the qualification/education. Now, aside from that, okay. What screen can you guys see? Are you guys seeing my PowerPoint or my LinkedIn? Which one are you guys seeing?
The LinkedIn.
Your LinkedIn.
Oh, okay, so let me stop share. Okay. Okay. Okay, so I think I'm not done with my LinkedIn yet. I still want to talk about one or two things, and then I would call it, yeah, I'll round up. So let me go back to my LinkedIn. Now, those are the 5 basic things that you need to have a well-optimized profile. Okay. Aside from that as well, there are some other things that you can put on your profile to spice things up. Like put the project that you've worked on. For me, I did this project last year and I put it there. Any project that you've worked on that really speaks about that speaks about your professional competence, please put it on your profile. Sell your markets. Blow your trumpet. Nobody's going to blow it for you. Sell yourself as much as you can. People are going to pay you as much as the value they perceive. Okay. Now, aside from that, I have some volunteering things that I did. I also listed them there. So let's say you're volunteering in anything that really talk about your professional competence. If you're volunteering as a dancer, I do not say you come and put that one on your profile. Anything that relates to your career projection that you are doing, please, they are volunteering. Put it on your profile. It speaks volume. It speaks volume about you, right? So this is it on my profile. I did a panelist session at LASU. I used to work, when I was working at Enkel, we used to teach, and then some other volunteering experience. You can check my profile to see them. Then aside from that, recommendations. I always ask people to ask for recommendations. Always ask people that you've worked with to say 1 or 2 things about you. I mean, I can blow my trumpet from now to tomorrow, but then when you hear it from somebody else that Perpetua Badijo is good, she's this, she's that, it's easy for you to believe. So please ask for recommendations as well. It boosts your profile and it increases the trust that people have in you. So ask for recommendations of people that you've worked with, your line managers, people that your colleagues at work. Ask them to drop recommendations for you on LinkedIn, right? Then aside from that, honors and awards. If you have honors, awards, please put it on your profile. It is you selling your market. All my honors, all my awards, I have them on my profile as well. And then that is that about that. So these are the extra things that you can put on your profile to spice things up. Before I end this call, there's something I really want to say. Now, when I was talking about the profile picture, right, I mentioned something about open to work banner briefly, but let me dwell on it right now. As a LinkedIn coach, now, when I tell you something, it is left for you to take it or not. But please don't argue with me. What I'm telling you is that as a LinkedIn coach, I always advise that please, in the name of God, remove that open to work banner on your profile. It is working against you. You know why? I always tell you that people are going to form perception about you, whether you like it or not. Now, let me start by telling you that 80% of people on LinkedIn are actually looking for opportunities. We are all looking for better opportunities, whether we like it or not. Me, I'm looking for better opportunity. You are looking for better. A lot of people are looking for better opportunities, except for the few people that maybe like have their own companies. But most of us are out on LinkedIn showcasing ourselves so that we can get better opportunities. Now, you will not see us put the open to work banner on our forehead because you're not the only one looking for a job on LinkedIn. You don't need to put the open to work banner on your forehead. It's the way it screams desperation. It portrays you in a negative light. It gives you negative scoring. You would think that because you have the open to work banner, somebody will reach out. Nobody will reach out to you. I will tell you why. Because I know some people just say remove the banner. I will not tell you why. Let me explain this thing to you. So first of all, like I said, imagine you are in a relationship. Imagine you are single. Some of us are single, but you will never carry placard as you are single, as you are very single Franco. Has it ever occurred to you to carry placard on your forehead and go to the market and write, I am single and searching? If you do that, even men that might even have interest in you on a normal day, they will not approach you because they're like, this is desperation. You are too desperate. Nobody wants a desperate person. That's number one, please. So first of all, when you have the open to work banner on your profile and people come across your profile, it speaks desperation. So by the time you enter their DM, they're like, who is this desperate girl? Who is this desperate boy? Nobody wants to work. Nobody wants to associate with that kind of person, right? That's number one. Number two, it does not portray you as an expert. It does not portray you as an expert because if you're an expert, if you claim to be an expert, then you must be able to secure a job without putting the open to work banner on your forehead. If you claim that you are as good as you are, then you don't need to put a banner on your forehead for you to start getting a job, for you to start getting job offers. So yeah, you don't need that open to work banner. Now, for you to get a job, you might be concerned that what if I don't have the open to work banner? Let me even ask you, with your open to work banner, how many people have reached out to you in your DM to say you should come and work for them? Because you have open to work banner, nobody reach out to you. Because every company wants to work with an expert, someone that, you know, a reputable somebody. With that open to work banner, you are available for everybody. You've not packaged yourself. Now, let me tell you the third thing. Let's even say for some reason, a recruiter reached out to you. Please now, let me mute your mic now. You're stressing me. Please now, mute your mic. Adeogun Christiana, mute your mic. I beg now. Okay, so let's even say for some reason, a recruiter, out of the kindness of their heart, decide to overlook or not judge you by open to work banner, and they reach out to you. Do you know what they're going to do? They're going to lowball you because they know you are desperate and you will settle for anything. That is what that open to work banner does for you. They know you don't have a negotiating power. They have the upper arm. So a job that the budget for it is 500K, they'll tell you to come and do it for 60K. And they know you don't have a choice, you jump at it. So please, remove that open to work banner. There are better ways. I mean, in my master classes, I actually train people how to actually get a job, like tell people, signify to recruiters that you're looking for a job without the open to work banner. There are better ways for you to go about that than putting that banner on your profile. So please, in the name of God, help us remove the open to work banner. So yeah, I think I'm done with my LinkedIn now. Is there any other thing that I'm missing? Okay. I think that is all. So let me stop sharing and then go back to my PowerPoint slide and then so that we could continue. Okay. Where are you? Okay. Please confirm that you can see my screen.
I can see your screen.
Thank you so much. All right. So this. Now you understand. So now when you hear the word LinkedIn optimization, I hope that you understand what LinkedIn optimization is all about. So like I said, optimizing your LinkedIn would really not give you so much result. I will not lie to you. I get job offers every other day. It's not because I have an amazing profile. It's because I create content, because I know the concept of strategic networking. So yeah, I have a master class. If you're open to it, I only train 20 people per cohort on how to gain visibility on LinkedIn, how to get job offers, how to create content, because you can even be creating content and not even attract the right people. It's not just by waking up one day and start writing things on LinkedIn. You might just be doing the wrong way and you get tired and frustrated. So yeah, if you want to learn all of these things, I do one-on-one. In this particular masterclass, you would have a one-on-one clarity session with me. LinkedIn bio optimization will go in depth into LinkedIn bio optimization, strategies to attract recruiters. So let me move this panel up. ABC of content creation, because everything is based on content creation. That would tell you whether you attract people or not, right? Content creation, then live sessions. Bonuses would also be how to monetize your knowledge, lifetime access to class replays, then professional CVs and cover letters, how to do that. And you have a push and support group. This particular masterclass actually cost 25,000, but I mean, what am I saying? The start value of everything is like 100K. If you just take a look at all of the things that I'll be training you, but for like the first 20 people that will register, it is 10,000 naira. So if you're among the first 20 people, if you want to take your LinkedIn journey beyond your LinkedIn optimization, that's fine. Please reach out to me inbox and then I will onboard you to the paid masterclass. Please, this is a game changer. Like people that before I even go to the testimonial page, let me just tell you guys a story of one person that did LinkedIn optimization, that joined my class. He did a one-on-one with me last year, and then he started creating content in January. And in that same January, because he understood everything and he implemented everything that I taught him, he got invited. First of all, when he reached out to me, his own aim was just to even get a job. But I told him that he was too good to just be on LinkedIn to get a job. I told him I will start getting speaking engagement aside from job, right? That job offer, that one, it will come. He got an invite to speak at a TV station because of one of the content that he had created. He's getting job offers back to back now. So yeah, if you can really take this program, it's going to be a game changer for you. It will teach you everything you need to know from beginning to the end, how to go about the whole attracting recruiter process. Because truth be told, after you are done attracting recruiters, when they come to your DM, you need to understand how to now get that job. There's another journey after a recruiter comes to your DM. You need to have the right CV, have the right cover letter, know how to negotiate, and then, things like that. These are all of the things we'll be teaching in the paid masterclass. Then aside from that, I also have I have so many I have so many testimonials, but this is just some few testimonials from people with their picture. This is Tomisi. He was able to get he got a permanent placing at his job at where he was interning after his CEO came across his profile on LinkedIn. After he took the LinkedIn optimization course, then there's Maureen as well that gained new followers, gained more visibility, and I was able to create content. So yeah, that's that about that. In case you're willing to join, please send me a DM so that you can join for 10,000 naira. If you're joining after the 20 people, please, you would not pay 10,000 naira. Okay. Then questions, please. Do you have any question? I am willing to take questions now. If you have questions, please, let's not behave like I don't know. Please raise your hands. There's an icon that you can use to raise your hand so that I would call you to unmute your mic and then you would ask your question. Please, I'm trying to stick to time. We have like 1 minute left. Okay. I can see a couple of people raising their hands. So let me start with Tommy Ayotayo. Yeah, please. Tommy, can you unmute your mic? Tommy, you have the floor.
Thank you very much. And well done. Good evening, everyone.
Yeah, good evening.
And quickly, without wasting time, my question is on the about section.
Okay.
I just want to ask, because I'm a novice to the LinkedIn. This training has really opened me to so much. Now I want to ask, like a layman, the about section, is it different from what we have as cover letter?
So what I would say is that your cover letter is more professional and it speaks to the job you're applying for. You know that you create cover letter per job. You don't have a uniform cover letter. If you're applying for the job as a tax person, you create a cover letter that speaks to your expertise as a tax person. If you're applying for the job as a financial analyst, you have a cover letter that speaks to your expertise as a financial analyst. But your about section is not restrictive. It's not restrictive. It's not just about, because you never can tell who is going to come across your profile. Just like my own, it cuts across everything that I do as a person. Beyond my 9 to 5, my speaking engagement, my tutorials, everything that I do. So yeah, your about section is an edge above your cover letter. What your cover letter cannot do for you, your about section will do it for you. I don't know if I'm able to answer your question with that.
Yes, you did. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you. So the next person that we have is Chioma. Hi, Chioma. Please unmute your mic and ask your question. Ask your question. Ask your question. Okay, Chioma. Please, if I call you once, I know answer. I will not call you again. Chioma, if you're trying to speak, we can't hear you, please. Okay.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening. What is that one? And I was calling you no one to answer. What's that? Please go ahead.
So sorry, you called Chioma. It's Chima.
Oh, my bad. I'm so sorry. Okay, my bad. Okay, go ahead.
So thank you. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Honestly, I joined this. The part I joined, I really, I was impressed on it. So my question is this now, for the master class that you're talking about, though I joined very late.
Yeah.
This part that you've talked about in this free class, are you going to repeat the master class?
Definitely, and then I'll go more in depth.
For the
no. So my master class is all encompassing and he assumes a zero knowledge. My master class is not for you people alone. I'll market people that are not even on this call and they will join. So I would always start everything from scratch. And then this particular session that I took for 1 hour is something that we take for like maybe 2 days in my master class because it's extensive, right? And then aside from that, I review your profile by myself. Once you are done, it's not about me telling you to go and do this. There are a lot of questions that you have. How do I do this? Once you're done, based on what I've taught you in class, you send me the link to your profile and I will critique it. No, this is not how it should be. This is how it should be. So yeah, this is more detailed in my masterclass. Yeah. I hope that answers your question. Okay.
Yes, thank you very much.
You're welcome. The next person, please, once I've called you, you can lower your hand so that I can see the people that are left. Chima Promise. Please unmute your mic and ask your question.
Hello, Pep.
Hi.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Thank you very much. I enjoyed this wonderful class. Honestly, you are doing great. And I love your vibe.
Thank you.
Okay. My question is for someone that studied accounting and have had 5 years teaching experience. What could be your advice? And
advice on what
could be your advice on like putting the years of experience in the education part or the experience section? Yeah.
So you're trying to get a job. What job are you trying to get?
No, like I mean on the LinkedIn, the experience section now. Somebody that has an experience in teaching,
I understand.
would you advise the person to
Wait.
add it up?
First of all, what I'm asking is, I always tell you that what you should put in your experience are things that relate to your career, like career progression. Now I'm asking you, are you trying to get a job is your career path teaching?
No, I have niche down. No. It's not teaching.
You want to get a job as an accountant, right?
Yes.
Okay. So what were you teaching in that school where you worked? What were you teaching in that school where you worked?
Okay, no, it was previously like I was teaching a class teacher.
Was it a secondary school? Were you teaching accounting or commerce or economics?
No, it wasn't accounting. It was a primary school, upper primary. Yeah.
So in a way, I feel like it's better than not putting anything there at all. Now, by the time you are listing that experience, this is where professionalism comes in, and then people like us will help you. When you're listing that experience, your focus will not just be on the fact that you're a primary school teacher. There were some other skills that you learned, that you gained, like how to relate to parents, like how to time management, some other things that can really help you, that can convince people for you to get your next job. So when you're listing that work experience, your focus is not just on the fact that you teach at a primary school. You are spotlighting those technical skills. Is it technical now? Sorry, those soft skills that you gained. So the main point of you listing that thing is for you to spotlight those other soft skills that you gain. I don't know if I'm making sense. Sorry, but I don't know.
Yeah, I got you.
Okay, yeah, thank you.
Okay, but can someone add can someone add it in the about section?
You can. Yeah, it depends on how you want to word it. There's nothing that cannot be in your about section. It's about how you are going to put it, if it makes sense with the overall picture you're trying to paint. Because with your about section, you're trying to paint a picture. You're trying to form a perception in the head of that person that is reading it. So yeah, you need to understand that this thing, is it contradicting what I'm saying, or is it corroborating it? So yeah, you can put it and you can tell not to put it. Now, if you put it, well, let me not talk too much. You can put it and you can tell not to put it. That's all I have to say.
Thank you very much. Actually, I didn't put it, and actually, I did also put it in my experience. So thank you.
Okay, that's fine. All right, please lower your hands, Chima. The next person that we have is Elimian Patience. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that I spelled your name. Patience, please.
Good evening.
Hi, good evening.
Good evening. Well done. I joined very late because I wasn't around. I just came in and I remember that the class.
Wait, people don't rate me. That's why you're joining late. People don't rate me.
No, I thought the class.
No,
I read it. I thought the class was 5 p.m. only for me to see that the time has changed to 4.
What do you mean? I've been sending reminders since like 1 hour to go, 2 hours to go. Come on now, come on. I don't accept that excuse, but continue. Yeah, it's fine.
The little I saw, well, I gained something small because I wasn't there from the onset, but I'm looking towards the master class. But my challenge now is that my laptop is currently bad. I'll be able to do more with the master class.
Definitely. Because, so the way the master class works is, first of all, we understand that everybody's busy, and then it takes intentionality for you to build a brand on LinkedIn and then reap the reward. So our classes are always recorded and it's after work in the evening. And then it's I don't want to talk so much, but you from the way I lecture, you understand my class are always a vibe. You always look forward to it. So even if you don't have a laptop.
I've attended one of the before, yes.
Okay.
Not it wasn't about LinkedIn, it was about payroll. And that will help me to subscribe to your YouTube channel and all of that.
Thank you.
I've actually subscribed before now. So it's about this LinkedIn because my profile is literally not in place at all.
So what I would say is, without your laptop, you can still join and make the most out of the class. So laptop, not having a laptop or right now does not hinder you. So you can always join with your phone. Yeah, I hope that answers your question.
Okay, yeah, thank you.
Okay, thank you. And then Barakat. Hi, Barakat. Please, can we have your question?
Hello, ma'am.
Hi, ma'am.
You were done.
Thank you.
I really enjoyed class. May God bless you.
Amen.
My question is just short. Like, it's concerning the work experience.
Okay.
How about we without work experience? What are we going to put on our profile?
No, so there's no crime in not having a work experience. We all started from somewhere. Nobody came from everyone with work experience, and it's okay for you to not have a work experience on your profile if you genuinely are just starting out your career. So it's fine to not have anything on your profile. Yeah, but like
All
I
right.
said, what I would just say is rather than having a blank profile, if you have some volunteering jobs that can really give you some bit of professional experience that you can at least put on your profile, that would help. Maybe you were like the WhatsApp president while at school. Maybe you were working as treasurer at church. Something that really speaks to your competence as an accountant can suffice at that point in time. Do you get?
Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, you're welcome. Okay, Abiodun, please unmute your mic. Let us hear you.
Okay. Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening. Good evening.
So the question Baraka just asked, that's one of the questions I also want to ask, but
Okay.
you've done justice to that.
Okay.
So another question I want to ask is that I've heard somewhere or I've seen some people saying, just like the LinkedIn you showed it to us, after your name, some people say that there's no need putting your certification. Why some just go ahead listing all professional qualifications that they have, maybe CIMA, CITN, CCA, stuff like that. Yeah. So which is more advisable?
So if I understand the question that you're asking, you're saying that there are some LinkedIn coach that would say that you don't need to put your qualification in front of your name. Is that it?
Yeah. Yeah.
So for me, I wear my accomplishment like a coat. I love people to see my accomplishment, right? I am very proud of it. And like I said, the reason why someone might review my profile is because I have a CEO of CITN, so I never can tell. So wherever my name is being mentioned, I want you to know that I am a chartered accountant. Like it's not a there is no one size fits all. Me as a LinkedIn coach, I have techniques that I train people on that works. Now, that person that is telling you not to put your qualification, that is our own approach. Me, I cannot say it is wrong. I cannot say it is right. But for me, as a coach, I always advise that you put your qualification in front of your name. So that wherever your name is being mentioned, wherever you're making a comment, they are seeing your qualification immediately. Not everybody will have the luxury of scrolling down to your profile and be checking your qualification and certification. No. Before you even scroll down, know that I have ICANN, know that I have AC, know that I have all of those things. So yeah, for me, I would say put it. But if you think you don't need to put it, it's still left to you. That's all I would say. Thanks.
Okay, thank you. Yeah.
Okay, the next person, is like more people are raising their hand. What's going on? People were shy before. Adeyemi, please, can you unmute your mic and then talk?
Okay, hi, Perpetual.
Yeah, hi, good evening.
All right, good evening. I'm surprised you called me now. I was one of the last people to raise my hand. But anyway,
I don't know. Oh yeah, wait. I will call you last. I'm sorry.
All right, no problem. Let me wait then.
Good evening, ma. Sorry
Who
to
is this
cut in.
one?
My hand has been up for up to 20 minutes now. And
Do you know the
haven't called me to
problem? Do you know
answer
the
my
problem
question.
is that? Do you know the problem is that I just try to pick from, I'm not writing down based on who raised their hand first. So it's very hard for me. I just pick at random. So that's why I look like I'm
All
calling
right.
someone that raised their hand. But you can go. Please, you
Okay,
can
thank
ask
you
your
very
question.
much. Okay. First of all, I'd like to appreciate you for creating this wonderful tutorial as regards leading optimization. Because it's something
you mute yourself, Samuel. We can't hear you again. Samuel, what happened? Samuel, if you can hear me, we can't hear you again. You mute yourself. Okay, let me call the next person while I wait for Samuel. Hi, Julie Okoyemi. Please, can you hear me? Please unmute your mic and say something.
Hello, I can hear you. Good
Hi.
evening.
Good evening.
Hello, ma'am. Can you hear me?
Thank you for the session.
Yeah. Sorry, Julie. Let's quickly hear from Samuel. Yeah, Samuel, go ahead.
Sorry. A call came in. That was why he got in the call last. The meeting had to break in. So like I was saying, I'm a last wife, 411 student of accounting also. So I was around when you came for accounting and business conduct 3.0.
Oh, that's really nice.
Yeah. Thank you very much. So my first question goes this 21 days masterclass for leading optimization. Are we going to be giving a certificate for it? Because I'm interested.
So before now, I don't used to issue certificate, but yeah, from my next course, there will be certificates. Yeah, definitely.
All right. That's very good. And also, at the initial stages, because I actually joined the meeting early, around 4 o'clock exactly. So I still till the end.
That's
So
really
on
nice.
this, thank you. So on the second slide, I was screenshotting some certain parts because I wanted to implement part of the tips you gave us today and this week also. So I wouldn't forget before the new masterclass in March 17 begins. So please, can you by chance let me go back to slide 2 so I can just screenshot it?
Okay, let me see.
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank God I'm on PowerPoint already. This right?
Yes.
This one?
No, the next one. Yes.
No,
Done.
this.
Thank you very much.
Oh, you've seen it? Oh, okay. All right, that was fast.
Yes.
Okay, so thank you so much,
thank you.
Samuel. I look forward to seeing you in the
Appreciate it, ma'am.
masterclass. All right, please
All
lower
right.
your end. Thank you.
Yeah.
Julie Okoyemi, please, you have the floor now. Sorry about that cut
Okay.
area.
Good evening.
Yeah,
Thank you
good
for the
evening.
session. It was very insightful. Although I didn't join. I joined late actually. I joined around. So I wanted to ask. I've been struggling to write the about on my LinkedIn profile.
Yeah.
I know you talked about it, but I don't know. I've not been able to just put the words together. And then I wanted to know how you edited your profile picture and is it cover photo now? The other one
Banner,
where you said
the LinkedIn banner.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so
How you edited
so for
the
the LinkedIn banner, so let me start with the first thing that you said, your about section. Like I always tell people, don't be in a rush to craft this thing. Like the day I crafted that thing, I crafted it in one day, but I've been thinking about the things I want to write for days before I sat down and I wrote it. So take your time and then come up with something really nice about yourself, right? It doesn't matter if it takes you 2 days or 3 days, just be jotting the things down small, and then put them all together in one day. So that's that. Then about my banner, like I said, I designed it on Canva for free. And I have a video already on how to design on Canva, which if you need it, send me a DM and I will share the link with you. Yeah.
Okay, a DM where? Like
on WhatsApp. I'm expecting that you joined on the group, so you have my number. So just send me a message on WhatsApp. Yeah. Okay, that's fine.
Oh, okay.
Thanks,
and then sorry, one more question.
Okay.
One more question.
Okay.
The creator mode. Like some people have done that it should be on, it shouldn't be off.
Definitely.
The
And these
mode.
are
I don't know if you spoke about that, but
I did not talk about that because these are things that you learn in the masterclass. So please.
Okay.
But yeah, for the sake of answering your question, yes, your creator mode should always be on, right? You don't have any reason to put it off. Okay. Yes.
Okay, so sorry. What's the actual price for the masterclass? You said if you join early, you pay 10,000.
So let me go back to the banner. So I don't know, for some reason it cut out the price part.
Sorry, Papa, you're not calling.
I'm not what? Sorry.
You haven't called me, God.
No, I'll call you. I'll call you. Apologies, I'll call you. Sorry about that. Okay, so the price is 10,000 naira if you are among the first 20 people. For the life of me, I do not say a word and go back on it. If you are the 21st person, trust me, you pay 15,000 naira. So 15,000 is a regular fee, but there's a discount of 5,000 naira for the first 20 people. So if you are the 21st person, it's 15,000. So what I advise is budget 15,000 in your head because you might not be among the first 20 people. So yeah, the class is 15,000, but there's an early bird discount of 5,000 that makes it 10,000 naira. I don't know if that answers the question.
Okay.
I mean, for further questions about the masterclass, you can always ask on the group or reach out to me inbox as well.
Okay.
Thank you.
It's fine. Thank you.
Yeah, please. Somebody just said something now that I have not called the person. Please, who is that? Please, you can talk now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. Yeah, good evening, everybody. So it's
good evening.
Nice. I joined very early since 4. I would say that.
Thank you. Okay.
So I'm interested in the master class. Yeah. Is it a master class?
It is a master class, yeah. Okay, so like I said.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
So I also want to ask that talking about career change, maybe for example, you study accounting at school, but probably you not had a practice. So then you now want to switch your field. So like how do you go about it? Because and then you've already had a career in that other line that.
So you want to switch career paths, right? Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay, so this is one of the reasons why everybody should subscribe to the masterclass, because one of the things that I listed on the masterclass is you would have a one-on-one career clarity session with me. So these are the things that, because everybody's case is unique. There's some people that don't even know where to start from, they don't know what career path to choose, they're feeling stuck. Whatever the case is, you would resolve it doing the one-on-one clarity session. So yeah, these are things that would actually help you with doing the one-on-one clarity session. So I cannot start to answer that now. If you join the masterclass, if you happen to join, then we'll talk about it and then would know the way forward. I hope that helps. Yeah, it does.
Yes, it does.
Okay,
Very
thank
well.
you.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah, okay. Adeyemi, please, you can go now.
Okay, I thought I was gonna go last.
Is there something you want to say now? It's making you want to go last. Please go now.
No, I
Let's
see
hear you.
Kazim is still raising his hand, so that he goes first. He might have been waiting. Let me go last.
Okay. Do you want to go now? Kazim, please, you can go. I just called Kazim now. Adeyemi, you are the only person left. Please unmute your mic and
Hi.
talk.
Hello.
Yeah, Kazim, I thought I just called you now. Or was it someone else that just spoke?
No. You called him first, but he was trying to mention that he will go last.
Okay.
Good
No, I actually
evening.
thought you were the last speaker. I'm so sorry. Yeah, please go ahead. Good
No
evening.
problem. Good evening. Thank
Yeah, good
you,
evening.
Perpetua. I really joined early, and to be
Oh,
honest,
clapping for
this
you.
the session has really been so informative. And honestly, I'll have to key to this master class for more clarification.
Okay.
I'm a system engineer, and I will need a little bit of clarification in terms of the certification aspect.
Okay.
For somebody like me, I'm a network engineer.
Okay.
I have my CCNA and my CCNP. But in my career path, with my Cisco career progression, for somebody who has a CCNA or CCNP, those certifications need revalidation. For us, it's like 3 years. But my question is, for example, I have currently my CCNA and my CCNP in routing and switching. But presently, the certification I have for routing and switching elapsed last year, December.
For some reason, we can't hear you again. Last
Hello,
year,
can you hear me,
December.
please?
Yeah, I can hear you
Yes. Okay. So now I have not taken the revalidation examination for it to be extended. Is it still appropriate for me to still leave such certification on my LinkedIn profile?
Yeah,
Yes.
first of all, it is still, yes, you can leave it on your profile. And then by the time you're leaving it on your profile, you put the expiry date there. So you're putting CCNA or the duration. Let's not use expiry. So let's say the CCNA was supposed to last you from 2010 to 2030. So you just put CCNA.
No. The issue is, once, like, for example, my CCNA would not really need revalidation again because I have taken an advanced exam that supersedes that. So it's your current certification, like the CCNA is routing and switching associate, but now I now have the network professional. So the CCNA is already guaranteed. So if I need any revalidation examination, it will be on my CCNP.
Okay, so you're asking for the CCNP, right?
Yes, it's the CCNP I'm concerned about. That is this still proper?
It's just an example that I'm using. Me, I'm an accountant, so I don't know the difference between CCNA and CCNP. So just forgive me for whichever one I'm using. So for that CCNP, what I would say is for any certification that you have that has like expiry that you have to renew, since you haven't renewed it, still put it there. It doesn't mean that you don't have the knowledge that you gained. It just means that you haven't taken the latest exam. So when you're putting it there, just put the duration that it lasted for. So any recruiter, anybody going through your people can say that, oh, he actually wrote CCNA like 3 years ago, but he has not written the latest exam, right? Sorry, I'm using CCNA, if it's CCNP, whichever one it is. Yeah, I hope that helps. If you have further questions, I mean, my DM is open.
So I will definitely key into the masterclass. So please kindly furnish us with how we should do our payments and everything.
Yeah. I hope you're on the group, so I'll share the information on the group.
Yes, I'm on the group. I actually joined this via the group.
All right,
and I really like to thank you for your time. Thank you so much, and keep the good work up. Yeah.
Thank you. Okay. Adeyemi, I think you can go now.
All right, thank you. Hi, Peps.
Hello.
Okay, first I have to commend the session. It's been a really lovely session.
Wait, do you know that I didn't realize it was a call before? Until
Doesn't
now.
matter. You know they say power is transient.
Until now.
Like an ancestor once said, the mentee
No,
has now
don't do
become the
this.
mentor.
Don't do this. Don't do this. Don't do this. I didn't
Okay,
know it was
anyway.
you. I didn't know it was
Okay,
you.
now
Why
you
did you
know.
disguise? Okay,
I'm not
yeah.
disguising, it's just me.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So quick question. Because like I'm trying to view this whole thing, like the whole LinkedIn platform, as like a global community kind of, right? Since it's
Yeah.
online, it's technologically anyway, technology based or what have you. I'm trying to see if someone, for instance, wants to have visibility that is not just within the local space
Yeah.
or on an international level. So basically, do these same principles you're giving out, do they still apply, or are there extra things that the person needs to do? Now, the reason why I ask this is because I'm just thinking of myself as a recruiter, right? I want to recruit and maybe on a global scale. If I have to go through profiles of people from different nationalities, I can imagine how long it would take me to go around that.
Exactly.
So me that I'm in Nigeria, for instance, I want a job in the US. How can I get recruiters in the US to notice
Okay.
me? So is there anything
Okay.
extra I need to do?
Yeah, so that was why I think early in the class I said something about strategic networking. Now, what strategic networking does for you is you have a target audience in mind. You're not just shooting your cards everywhere. If I want to get it, like I said, early last year, I tried to get a job with a fintech, and I used this principle of strategic networking, and they saw me and they reached out to me. So if your goal is to get like a job in US, then you need to make sure that recruiters in US or whoever does recruitment for your role in that particular country, you are visible to them. They can see you. That's the power of strategic networking. That is, I don't want to go into details, but if you key into strategic networking, you'll be visible to those people. And then when there is an opening for a Nigerian in their company, you'll probably be the first person that will pop up at the top of their mind. I don't know if that answers the question. It's just like sponsored adverts. The way when you're doing sponsored adverts, you have a target audience in mind. You target some set of people so that they are the ones seeing your adverts and they can buy from you. Yeah, you wanted to say something.
Okay, sorry, I don't want to go deep into that. For your master class, will you be going deeper into that?
Yeah.
Or anything related to that?
Yes, in the master class, I'll be going deeper.
Okay, thank you.
But then I'll come to your DM because come on, I cannot tell you to go to the master class. I'll come to your DM. Thank you so much. I think that is all. Do we have any other question? I don't think so. Okay. Thank you guys so much once again for joining this session. I'm just very sad that it was only 100 people out of like over 1,000 that showed interest that were able to join. I don't even know what to do right now, but thank you all so much for joining from the beginning and staying up to this point. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and then Patience, is that a mistake? I can see your hands up. Did you raise your hands by mistake? Elimian.
Okay, I just want to know whether you mentor people. That's all.
That one is very hard though. I don't think I'm the best of mentor.
Good evening.
Yeah, just breaking protocol. What is that? You cannot raise your hand,
So,
Abby.
I'm so sorry about this. I just felt I should suggest something. So I was thinking that since it's not only 100 people that were able to come in and people like took their time to go on WhatsApp, I think it would be fair for you to actually share the link for all those other people that could not join. I'm just a thought.
I know,
understand?
right?
That's why I had to break protocol.
I know,
because
I don't want to think of that.
Could not join. Okay, it's fine. But I'm just suggesting like 900 people. Think about it.
I know, right? Oh God, this is so sad. I didn't expect that this would happen to me, but then it's fine. I'll think about it. I think that might be like the last option. But is it that I host another training entirely in a platform that will take all the remaining 900 people, or I share the link to this one? So I'll decide anyone. Thank you so much. Elian, Patience, you were asking if I mentor people. Sorry, I'm so sorry. I don't think I'm the best mentor right now because I have a lot on my plate. So if I say I want to mentor anybody, I'm just deceiving myself. I'm too busy for that. Yeah. I hope that answers the question. Please, guys, you can unmute your mic and say your bye-byes and say your thank yous. If you have further questions, please drop it on the group chat, and then
Thank you,
we'll
Perpetua.
continue our conversation from there. Bye, people. Yeah,
Thank you,
thank
Perpetua.
you. Yeah, thanks.
Thank you,
So much for your
Perpetua.
time.
Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
yeah, thank you as well. Bye, people.
Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. Bye. 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 Bye.